Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot, your ultimate destination for celebrity and royal and not so royal tarot readings. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I'm old as dirt. And in this video, we will take a mystical journey into the lives of your favorite stars and not so royal celebrities through the cards. Please remember that all of my readings are purely for entertainment purposes only. They reflect my own personal opinion and my own personal psychic style. So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch, but always do your own research before making decisions. Remember, during the month of October, I do have 10% off all of my private readings and parties. And you can visit the scheduling link below in the description here or on my website, fortunecookiestarot.com. So what we are going to do today is, this is an homage video, and I'm always a little bit nervous to do these, but I'm a tremendous fan of Real Housewives Recaps. Jen on there with her Wild Goose Club, the Drunk Goose Club, honk honk, I'm honking. She did a fantastic video. She's also just recently partnered up with Beebs Kelly, who I adore as well. Like, I think they're both fabulous and they both have great channels. But I'm always reluctant to do an homage video like this because, especially when they have such a huge subscribership, I don't want it to be like I'm hitching my cart to theirs. But she did a great video yesterday. It launched yesterday, which was October 1st, 2023. And it was about Meghan mothering Harry. Now, we've all seen the hand rubbing the back and comforting and kind of guiding him along, and super, super annoying. So what I wanted to do was, and also, being a fan of HG Tutor and all the other channels that focus on narcissism and narc relationships, I think it's really curious because we do see a change energetically through the process of dating with that. So I want to take a look at when it went from her being demure and kind of being led and like, oh, I'm so cute, and I'm this innocent person who is a celebrity in the Hollywood land, but not so much in royal land. Like, I am just as pure as the driven snow, unassuming woman. I want to see when that focus changed. So we're going to look at 4 different sections of the relationship: the dating section, the engagement section, the married section, and the exiled section, where they escaped real life. So we're going to take a look at her intention and what that whole scope of the mothering is, and like when it kind of went from, just trying to like be there and be a few steps behind him. So this is my own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I hope it's not viewed badly by Real Housewives Recaps. I can't even say that. I actually got new Invisalign today. I don't have them in, but they did a lot of work in my mouth. So I have 150 days before I'm done straightening my teeth for the umpteenth time. So let's take a look at this. I am going to bring up the card view, and we're going to do it this way, and we'll bring it over. So we will take a look at the dating portion of their relationship. So what's up with this dating portion? Initially, when the relationship started, was she in this mothering mode? We're using the Curious Creatures Tarot today. 7 of Wands, very careful blending of that. 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Hangman on top, 9 of Wands underneath. So what we've got initially in the dating relationship, she played that very, very carefully. There was a careful blend of, I need to be taken care of. I am a weak and powerless woman who purports to be strong and wonderful, and I can also take care of you. This is the cooking phase. We've all done this. Like, I shouldn't say we've all done this. Like, a lot of people have done this, but this is where you're baking cookies and sending them, over to your intended's house, where you're cooking dinner and making a fuss, and you're dressed up and you're wearing the fancy underwear on date night. This is I'm not assuming that we're going to move forward together. I'm going to create this illusion that I am going to be doing my own thing. I've been through a lot of things with this Three of Swords in reverse. I've been through tragedy too, and I have healed from it. I'm still healing. I am a work in progress. This is where we're laying the tracks to start to help Harry heal. Oh, I did like little bunny foo-foo. So this is where she starts to help Harry. She's presenting here that she is damaged and that she is healed. And so this is setting the template for him to kind of follow. She's already got him pegged over here that, you know, he is damaged and needs some assistance, some lift. But at this point, she was really deferring to his masculine needs. I'm talking about traditional sense, masculine needs, like he needs to eat. He wants things done for him. He wants the little wifey running around barefoot and in ripped jeans at not caught. So here she also was impressing upon him that she was independent and doing her own thing. She didn't mind taking care of him. She didn't mind putting this whole front up, but she was really independent and she was going to go her own way. You know, she could nurture him and take care of him, but she was still going her own way. And up here, I think this is the story that she's still recovering from the marriage, the breakup, the divorce, and the recent breakup of relationship. But she was an open book. This is an open book here. Under the surface, she's got to open that door wide to get him in. So this is the engagement part of the relationship. That's where we are. So did we change into that mother aspect? Or did we just kind of coast on that medium mother mode? Medium mother mode. She coasting on that medium mother mode. Ooh. So Three of Swords, this is where we stick our fingers in that psychological wound and kind of wiggle them around and make them very uncomfortable. So I think she did. There was a point where we pivoted to focusing on his trauma. And she let him know that his bad behavior. So this is probably that day that he snapped at her and not caught. And she went away and then came back and said, "You will never speak to me that way again." So it's probably at that moment where we had a pivotal moment. And she turned, and then that's where she said, "We need to work on you. We need to work on you." So this is the precise moment of mothering to the extreme, the mother dearest to the extreme. You can't outrun oh, here she is. Here's our mother. Here's a mother. The Empress card is our mother card. So the Six of Swords in reverse, he can't outrun his trauma. And the Queen of Swords, she let him know in no uncertain terms that his personality and his psychological makeup at that point was unlikable. So it's not really clear, like, someone who's not troubled by a lot of things would have said at this point, well, if you don't like what I am, beat it. We're done. Relationship's done. Somebody would have said that. But instead, he clung to this mother. She was like, "I can help you. I can help you. I can support you. I can be there for you." Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. So let's look at the engagement. Let's look at the mother factor in the engagement. Where were we here as far as mothering? Because I don't think you get a $70,000 engagement photo shoot dress. If you're really in that mother position, I think you kind of wiggle on back to that, "Oh, I need to be the princess." Engagement coming right up. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. King of Wands. So this is very interesting. So this is where she puts him in a position of power, period, just for a short period of time. So this Nine of Pentacles is, no one's really listening to me because I'm not in this position of power. I'm really exposed because I'm just a regular person. This is taken right from the playbook of Diana, Princess of Wales, when she was engaged to then Prince of Wales, Charles, Prince of Wales. She was kind of Diana was left. Diana, Princess of Wales, was left on her own, and she really did have to kind of take care of herself. And this was the template that Meghan worked with. The Seven of Pentacles, she underscored that I'm just on my own. This is the whole security thing, guys. This is where it came from. She's not in mother mode here. She's, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I think we have to cut it off. This coming up to the engagement, I'm going to say from this spread, I think during the engagement, she was still push and pull, push and pull. This isn't going to work for me. I'm out on a limb. You can't help me. You can't protect me. That's why we keep getting these pronouncements from him. Everyone leave my girlfriend alone. She pushed him into this position of power, which he was not prepared for. So she went from mother to be needing to be daddied. So that was a creepy thing. Four of Swords under the surface. This was a big push from her. When we have that Four of Swords, when it's in the upright, what we're doing is we're ruminating, we're thinking, we're trying to process where we're going to go from there. And when it's in reverse, what we wind up with is someone who is actually now pushing for their ideas, for the things that they've developed, the ideas and the concepts that they've developed behind the scenes. And the Knight of Swords up here, this is a lot of negative talk. So a mother is not necessary. I mean, a mother can be negative, and I'm sure my kids would say that their mom could be negative, but this is her really pushing a negative storyline. So it's not, hey, you can be my hero. It's you need to be my hero. You need to step into this vacuum of power because I am powerless. I have nothing here. So that's what we've got in the engagement. The intention here, what was the intention? I want to look at the intention real quick. Again, with our Curious Creatures Tarot, what was the intention? Why did she push him into the forefront? Why did she take a back seat as far as that mothering goes? King of Cups, Chariot. She was unhappy, past, present, but at this point in time, her past, she wasn't happy with how things were going, how her needs were being met, how her goals were being responded to. So she had to push very, very hard into the future. Chariot card is all about moving forward, and how she had to do that was turn him into someone who is activating those negative comments. So those are the declarements and pronouncements of leave my woman alone. So now let's look at this married section. Let's look at the married section. We all know that she turned into Mother Supreme. I don't want to say Mother Superior, but Mother Supreme. Okay. So let's look at this ultra mother after the marriage. What was the goal here? What was the goal here? This Mother Supreme. I like that, Mother Supreme. Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. So I do think in earnest, she was trying to elevate him. I think she was trying to motivate him to be more in tune with being proactive about her, coming up to the level of working together as a collective powerhouse team. I think that was her intention. I don't think that she just, wanted to disrupt for disruption's sake. I think she really did want to try and get him to activate, to be on the same page as her. The intention was to get him to be successful. I do think that this Two of Swords is indicative of the departure from the royal family. I think that was a goal. So let's just look at the mothering quality. That was the purpose of that. Mothering quality during the married portion. This is after they got married. How much of a mother was she? That sounds terrible. during the married portion, Three of Swords. Oh, she became mommy dearest. So it's a little creepy. This is where punishment came in. This is, oh boy. So, all right, in the married portion, this is in the time after they got married. Nothing has changed. The level of unhappiness after the marriage took place is exponentially larger from her. So, and that should be like the most joyous time of your life. I mean, my husband and I have been married for a number of years, and it still sometimes leans into that celebratory, engagement year. But the first year after we got married, it was dialed up. Like we had on our anniversary, we ordered the same food that we had at our wedding, and we had family over. We had a big picnic out in the backyard. It was great. Like that should be a celebratory year. This was a year of strife. This was a year of, we should be doing this. I've told you we should be doing this, and we're not, and I'm not happy about it. So that's what we get with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a lot of difficulty and ripping asunder a given situation. This is really tearing things apart. The Hangman, he did not learn from past things. This was a critical complaint from her, not responding to the complaints. And immediately I am getting, there was a throwback to the event where she met his friends when they had the hunting party. And even then, like these are things that were coming back. Like even then, you weren't there to defend me. You weren't fully engaged in defending me and making sure that I was taken care of. The Five of Swords, everyone is against us. Everyone is against us to remove you from power, to take all of the power away from us. And if we have a new beginning, we can be successful. With this Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, this is about creating new futures. And so this is where all of that mothering energy went into. This is, we are going to create another future in the United States of America. Oh boy. And under the surface, she was seeing that they were at a dead end in the royal family. For her, this was going to be, let me see. We're going to pull another deck in here, not just our curious creatures. Oh, and I do want to say, for the people that know Jen's channel, there's our drunk goose. Honk, honk. Honk, honk. So this dead end that we're seeing under the surface, this is Megan's dead end. What was she seeing? What was she seeing? Was this about her? Was this about him? They were about to be exposed and they weren't going to move forward. There was no way that they could re-equilibrize, sort their equilibrium out in the royal family. And this is power equilibrium. They were being divested of power, even though they did have the Commonwealth. They were the president and the vice president of the Commonwealth. They were being divested of power, and they were being sent back to the drawing board to kind of correct that behavior because they weren't learning and they were complaining way too much. We've got that Three of Swords in reverse again. And this is not being able to see what you have done wrong, not listening to the lessons of the mistakes that you've made or the missteps that you've made. So that's pretty exciting and pretty revealing there. So let's look at the exiled part. How is the mothering going in this exiled part? Because now I think once they went to Canada and the United States, I think the power dynamic had a pretty significant shift. And I'm curious to see what the Curious Creatures Tarot has to say about that as well. My nose is itching. Who am I getting into a fight with? I hope it is not some crazy power that be. So this is the quality of mothering once they came to the United States. 5 of Swords. It gets a lot sharper. Page of Pentacles. Motivate. Ooh, Emperor in reverse. 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, Lovers in reverse. 3 of Swords. We've got that 3 of Swords again. Drunk Goose. Honk, honk. That's for you, Jen, if you're watching. I hope you are. I don't even know if she believes in tarot, so we'll see. The 5 of Swords, this is very, very negative and working. It's almost like having a team that's really pushing in the direction of you. It's needling all of those sore spots and kind of saying, well, you need to do this and you need to do this and you need to rebrand and you need to get hair plugs and you need to juggle outside the window and you need to stop doing this and start doing yoga and maybe eat a vegan diet and, you know, not come inside and take your shoes off before you come in. Really, this was the period of emasculation. The mothering quality has now collected more people to participate in the mothering. It's almost like she's got staff on hand that's mothering him as well. Whether this is, you know, her mother or actual staff that she's got on board, you know, there's a lot of people. She's talking smack. I'm going to tell you right now. She's talking smack with the people that are in her employ. And really going, I can't believe he is just so useless. And there's a lot of eye rolling, a lot of eye rolling. The mothering at this point in exile to date is now engineered to tear him down, taking any power that he had, any good things that he had, and tearing it down as much as possible. This is the mommy dearest moment. I'm going to disrupt your ego. I'm going to wreck that ego so that I can do what? Let's pull some clarifier cards. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? That 4 of Pentacles suggests exposing him to secure a legacy with that 10 of Pentacles. So what is the goal? The goal behind this is to find our happy ever after by hook or by crook. We've got that Hermit card. Oh boy, she is just taking the wind out of his sails. My goodness. So the split, the emotional, energetic split between the two of them that is created by this excessive mothering and complaining and highlighting all of the shortcomings of the male spouse is really to secure a better home by any means. This King of Swords in reverse is absolutely bringing up all of the worst things about anybody that you can. And, you know, bringing in, an absolute academic approach of just hating everything. And this happens to all of us. Like when you date someone and, you know, it's not working out and like all of a sudden you hate the way they breathe. You hate the way they tie their shoes. It's like every single thing about them just irks you. And this is what she is bringing to the table in her mothering capacity. She is bringing that as a discussion with him. It's almost like she's sitting him down at the end of the dining room table and saying, this is what stinks about you. And this is that she's got her checklist. She's got her checklist that she's saying, well, these are the things that you need to work on. It's the checklist is terrible. And the efforts here is to separate in a slow fashion him from his ability to conceptualize success, move forward with success in the American capacity. So I know I said capacity twice. So, you know, she's really trying to make him think that he is not capable of success here. I think we all kind of know it. I think we all suspect this. So yeah, she's telling him that he's not able to create. He's not able to generate anything. And it's the harshest of language. It really is very terrible. This is not something that you would want to do to somebody. And the end goal is to get a better legacy for herself. So that is not great. Not great. The focus is securing legacy And you know what? Let's ask, does she want to stay with him? Does she want to stay with him today after losing that ascendancy to someone else? Does she? I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be nice. Does she want to stay with him at this point? Does she want to stay with him? We'll do past, present, future. The only way she's going to leave, the Seven of Swords, this is, shady behavior, shady intentions being revealed. The Ten of Swords, the plan didn't work. The plan did not work. So she's at a loss as to how to proceed from here. And she knows that she needs to secure a good foundation for herself. So how do we intend on doing that? Eight of Pentacles. She's still going to craft. Queen of Pentacles. Are we going to see a DIVORCE anytime soon? Queen of Wands. I don't know. Nine of Pentacles. This in reverse. She really doesn't have anywhere to go. The Queen of Wands. We really don't have any creativity. We don't have any options. She's kind of sitting back and just waiting for a better moment. There's no benefit to her leaving right now. So what does she need to do to? So for new viewers, I always try and come up with a reasonable plan for the optimal outcome. With this one, we may not get a very nice plan, but what would be the best plan for her moving forward? What is the best plan for her moving forward? Curious, if we get the Hermit card, that means go away. High Priestess in reverse. Ace of Swords. The Star. Eight of Cups, that is a walking away. And the King of Swords, that's our SFTU card. Two of Cups. The Hierophant in reverse. So the Two of Cups is about splitting when it's in reverse. That's about, taking your losses and getting while the getting's good and getting out of there. The High Priestess, this is not seeing the hidden aspects and not appealing to the higher mind. So this is definitely a call to action where she needs to dig a little bit deeper spiritually and see what is going to be best for the greater good. Under here, we have the Hierophant card, which in political readings, it's Washington, D.C., Parliament, anything like that, the Kremlin, those seats of power. With the royal family, it's the royal family. This is upside down. She's not going to get anywhere with them. So, she knows that they could level her if they needed to. And it wouldn't be, in a dramatic James Bond kind of fashion. It would just be socially, permanently, professionally, PRly. That's a word that I just made up. But she's not looking at the greater good for everyone. There's no goodness in this. She needs to stop looking terrestrially and look a little bit energetically, because she's going to do this lifetime all over again. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. The Ace of Swords is starting a new conversation, making a new conversation, changing the narrative, changing the way that you're presenting information. That's really going to be key. And the Star is a much hopeful, happier kind of content. So for ideal moving forward, she should collectively uncouple, or compulsively uncouple. I don't know what Gwyneth Paltrow called it. Consciously uncouple. That was it. She should consciously uncouple, but do it nicely, because this, and I always read these cards together, the shadow self, the undercurrent of the energy, and the out there in the open, everybody knows that they're not together. The royal family knows they're not together, and leaving with a better intent and kind of purifying that conversation would be a good idea. She needs to walk quietly. She needs to make a decision that she is going to walk away with what she has. She said everything. She has said her truth many, many times. She needs to just say, okay, I need enough to disappear and be a non-issue and go live in Montana. I know it's not the beach in California and it's not Montecito, but she needs to just get as much money as she can to go live quietly someplace and carry on. Unfortunately, I do think this Knight of Swords in reverse is going to result in not following these directions and blasting out some negative information. That just, I think, is the name of the game. I think it's a practice behavior that she can't get out of. And I think it is the one trick pony that she's got. So, so this is my take on the mothering and what she should do to kind of correct that. I think she should kind of be nice at this point and say, "Hey, we're going to go our separate ways, and you can go your own way." Uh, will she follow those directions? I don't know. I don't know if she follows my channel. I don't think she does. But again, this is an homage to a video that Real Housewives Recaps did. Jen, honk honk. I think you're amazing. I think Beebs Kelly is amazing too. Hope I'm not hitching my cart to you guys, but I thought it was a cool video that you did on the mothering and the behavior of that mothering. We all saw it, but this was just my energetic take on it. So I hope you don't mind. So have a great day. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, 10% off my readings if you're interested for October